Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We smacked a free play. I got a freaking play that I've spent the last 2 hours preparing. Guys, I'm pumped about this one. We're going to roll it back today. Let's talk some Saturday freaking baseball. Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Keystone coming at you guys with another free pick video. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe. We're in a little bit of a cold spell overall on this channel, including the VIP in the last week or so, but we're coming off an incredible freaking March run. Now, VIP didn't go so well yesterday. I'm having to kind of look at how I'm addressing some slips. And I feel like long term, this strategy will work. It's just been a little rough lately. It could be, I think we may just need to wait for a little warmer weather to go heavy. But it doesn't mean you can't attack certain things. So there are some things I really like today. This was the free pick I gave you guys. This actually cashed pretty easily. Taj got it done in I think like the very beginning of the fourth inning, or maybe late in the fourth inning. And then Boyd, yeah, he got it done. 7 strikeouts. So Dodgers, the VIP, like I mentioned, we have a lot of slips that look like this. Now, yesterday just simply wasn't a good day. Day before was pretty solid. Got to just get back on track a little bit. When you watch this game, the very beginning of this game, they literally, I forget who it was. It was Bailey Falter. He literally walked 3 straight batters, loaded the bases, 0 outs. Spencer Steer's coming up. This is like a guy that's lifetime really good against Falter, okay? And he has been kind of cold this year, but I thought hey, back at home, Great American Ballpark, it's a very hitter-friendly park. This is the day, the Reds put it together. And he grounded into a freaking double play. So if he would have just made contact, all our freaking Reds literally would have been done in the freaking first inning practically, almost. This guy definitely would have hit because he was on base. I think he was on I can't remember if he bats before or after Steer. I think he bats second and then De La Cruz and then Steer. I think that's the order. But either way, very frustrating because this was an aggressive slip. I feel like the read was there. The Reds just suck, man. I mean, I'm just tired of. I don't even want to bet on this team anymore. I did like them on the money line. I should have been more aggressive with that. I like them a lot, and I had them paired with the Padres, and I just never set the bet for some reason. It was trust issues, trust issues with the Reds, even though they had a great track record against Bailey Falter, the lefty. So this is another frustrating slip. I mean, this was a $10 bet. They limit you to $10 on these picks on sale. And Lindor literally was like one of the most green light spots. Dude's been hecka hot. Great track record against the JP Sears and the A's. And we had 5 at bats, just couldn't get one hit for us. So yeah, a little frustrating. A lot of slips that look like this, guys. We are going to bounce back, guys. I'm so pumped about today. I'm pumped about the slip I prepared for you. We got a huge night tonight. We got UFC. If you are a sportsbook user, you need to hop on this pass. I'm telling you right now, the lines already started moving like I predicted. It's still a pretty solid value, but I think by tonight, by the time the fight starts, it's going to move the wrong direction where you're not going to get as much value on this pick. So included in this, nuke play, you're going to get my sportsbook slip. I'm just going to make it a day pass. So anybody who signs up on this, you're going to get all the DFS slips too. I'm telling you, I just got a feeling we are so due for a monster day. UFC numbered events have been really good to me in the past. It's pretty much, all the numbered ones actually have been pretty freaking rock solid. It's the UFC Vegas ones that have gotten me into trouble. So let's get into the picks. I freaking love this play. Like I mentioned, it's going to be over on Dabble today. If you didn't know, I mean, I give you the hint. Oh, by the way, the movie quote yesterday, you guys had some really good guesses, but it was actually Wedding Crashers with Will Ferrell. He's like, I almost nunchucked you, man. You didn't even realize. So I'll do one of those at the end of the video if I can remember. But Dabble's literally the top app in the game. They let you do things that no other app simply does, like these hockey strategies right here. So we hit these the night before last. You can't really do this on any other DFS app, the way they let us correlate this. So it didn't work out today. We had the perfect game script on one. And I can't remember who it was. They just straight up no-showed. It was the Minnesota Wild. Just no-showed. Down from start to finish. The read was there. Just didn't get the result. So got to live with it and move on. But Dabble is literally one of the only apps I've ever seen where you can literally go make an account. Don't even have to deposit money. They just give you $25 on your account. Hopefully, if you put it on a slip like this, it'll help you win. Then you'll have to upload something to get your money out, like a debit card or whatever. But they'll literally just give you $25 free, no strings attached. It's freaking awesome. If you use promo code SBAA, help support the channel. Appreciate it. Let's get into the pick. So I thought about waiting on Sleeper to do a boost on this, but I've convinced myself that this is a slam dunk freaking play. It actually pays 6.6x. Like I said, we're going a little more aggressive than we did yesterday when we got a little over a triple up. When I'm looking at hits, runs, RBIs, what I like to do is I like finding two teammates that I can stack that bat very close to each other in the order. It hasn't been working out so far this year that much. We've had a few hits, but I'm telling you, long term, especially I think when it warms up a little bit, I know it's going to work because I've lived it. I lived it in July last year, August last year. So it's, it's going to be a thing. This is not doing that. This is just picking three hitters, considered waiting for a boost to come out on Sleeper and just doing like them to get one hit each. But the odds are so, juiced to have that result because these really are three smash spots. So our first pick is going to be Jung-Hoo Lee from the Giants, my Giants. And they're a pretty bipolar offense, to be honest with you. But one guy that's been very stable is Jung-Hoo Lee, who's batting third in the order on average. So I think you might see some changes too. It wouldn't shock me if like a guy like Fitzgerald started coming back up in the lineup. There were moments last year in his rookie year where he ended up taking, he was the leadoff hitter. Giants moved their order around a ton. The one staple is Lee. He's been batting third pretty much almost always. Been really hot. Let's just get right into it. So I got him pulled up right here on Outlier. This is hits, runs, RBIs. And what I like to do on these is like, can this guy get there without his teammates? Is this a matchup where he could literally just get two hits on his own? Okay, like where he doesn't need anything from his teammates. Because in order to get a run or an RBI, you need to help from your teammates, or he could just hit a home run and do this all on his own where he gets one of each. Okay. So right off the bat, we're looking at a 70% hit rate in his last 10 games. This is a guy, if we come up here, Will Warren, I think he's going to be all right in this league, but no one on the Giants have ever faced him. And if you look at his, I went to the wrong thing here. Sorry about that. If we look at right-handed pitching, this is what Lee has been doing to it so far this year. Pretty much destroying it. So since 2023, batting 292, 360, 333. So he's just crushing everything this year. Last year, you could clearly see against right-handed pitching, he did better. And this was a short season because he ended up getting hurt. But yeah, I really like this play for Lee. The track record, like I said, isn't there. There's no data because Will Warren's a new pitcher. But I love the right-handed matchup here. I also love the fact that the Yankees bullpen has been really bad, among the league leaders in earned run average. So if he doesn't get it done against Warren, I'm hoping maybe we can finish it off on the Yankees pen. So that's going to be pick number one. I love the freaking hit rate. Jung-Hoo Lee to get over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Pick number two, this guy's line is set at 2.5, and it's for good reason. Now, he's not a power hitter. This is literally the guy that the Marlins brought up to replace Luis Arias last year. That's why they ended up trading him at the deadline to the Padres, because this was the guy that they thought could replace him. So Xavier Edwards. Now, he is plus 120 on this play. So this is the juiced one. This is why Dabble has this as a modifier. But let me show you guys something. Last 5 games, okay, so he's done it a couple times here. Like I said, this isn't a traditional power hitter. He's more of like a slapper, high percentage, gets a lot of singles, basically, okay? But he does have some speed, and he can easily turn one of these so-called singles into a double very easily. I've seen him do it many times. And the coolest thing about this is Trevor Williams is the pitcher today, a righty. So Edwards last season, this is a guy you want to back when he's facing a righty. He batted 341 last season, literally against right-handed pitching. So the left-handed pitching, it was in the twos. It was still solid, but it was like 260 or something. This is clearly a guy you want to back when a righty's on the mound. The BABIP is what you call this statistic right here. What it means is batting average with balls in play, meaning in the field of play. So you're looking at 408, 341 right off the bat. And he's literally faced Trevor Williams 4 times. It was last season. He had 4 hits, 6 total bases, 2 doubles in that game. So we get 1 double, we win. If we get 2 singles, we win. That's how total bases work. There's a misconception when you bet on that stat. If you're new to baseball, it does not mean like if he walks and then somebody, I think stolen bases should count, kind of, but they just base it off hits, right? That's how bases work. So the only way you can get bases is from hits. So if he hits a home run, a triple, a double, we win. If he hits 2 singles, we win because it's 1 base per, singles worth 1 bag is what we call it. So yeah, this is a smash spot, 4 for 4 lifetime last year, a couple extra base hits. You can see what he's doing against righties last year. It hasn't changed much this year, guys, to be honest with you. It's just a really good spot to back him. So that's going to be pick number 2, Xavier Edwards, over 1.5 total bases. And this is in the Washington-Miami game. So one thing here is he's batting at home, but I think this is a shot where even if he doesn't get to bat in the bottom of the 9th, if they have the lead, he might still squeak out 5 plate appearances because I think they'll have some success as a team against Trevor Williams today. It's a pretty small sample size, but it didn't go well for him last year. A lot of it was on the back of this guy right here. So, and then Lee, I really like because we're getting that road. He's at Yankee Stadium, very hitter-friendly park. Wouldn't shock me if you hit a home run, guys, to be honest with you. We'll still get we're going to get the top of the 9th no matter what, which is great as the road team. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're the lead or you're trailing. You're always going to bat in the top of the 9th. So I like that a lot. And then the final pick is going to be Jose Altuve. Now, this is a guy, but he's playing really well. And a couple times, I probably should have been on this guy a lot more this year. He's playing really well. The couple of times I have bet on him this season, he's delivered for us. Other guys possibly fucked up the slip, but yeah, this is a good spot right here. So I had to look this up, but I was a little shocked when I found out that Houston, as a team, has only faced left-handed. It's like literally like 13 or 14 plate appearances all season. Like, I don't know what kind of fluke that is, where like even relievers coming in, like they just have not faced any lefties. So there's really no data to base it off of, but I can tell you historically, Altuve is a guy you'll want to back against left-handed pitching. So he's been hot as well. Last 5 games, you're looking at a 80% hit rate here. And then if we come down here, he's exceeded 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, 10 of his last 12, 2.8 per game. That's really good. And then Tyler Anderson, he's had a lot of success against. So 27 plate appearances, he's got 9 hits. That's batting 360, guys. That's very good. So, if he gets 4 or 5 plate appearances, I really feel good about our chances here. Very low K rate. So, that doesn't show the walk rate, but there's a chance that he could even get on base via that way, and then a teammate could drive him in. So there's a lot of ways that this can hit. You can see what Altuve did last season against left-handed pitching. It hasn't really changed much, to be honest with you. 370 is what he batted, which is actually incredible. Anderson's like the first left-handed starter that the Astros are facing this season. So he only throws a couple kind of pitches too, and I can tell you right now, Altuve is very good against the cutter and the fastball. Okay, so this is a good spot. It's only negative 119, which surprised me a little bit in this matchup. I think this is a spot where Anderson's a guy that, he will put guys on base via walk sometimes. So if he's throwing pitches that these righties can hit, then I feel like Altuve is going to smack us a couple hits potentially. And, probably the Astros win this baseball game. If he puts him on base via walk, well, hopefully his teammates can finish the job for us. But it's just a good spot. If we come look at this over here, Anderson, he's had okay, and the K rate's not great. The walk rate's actually pretty low, only 5%, nothing crazy. But you can see 114 plate appearances as the team. The current roster has been hitting this guy for 321. It's pretty good batting average. So I like the Astros here too to probably win this game. I might place a bet on them to have a money line bet. And then what was the other game that we had? The other guy in Xavier Edwards. So yeah, like I said, very small sample size, guys. 6 plate appearances, but yeah, he got roughed up, and this was pretty much all Edwards that did that to him. So there's not much more of a breakdown to this. This pays 6.6x. Normally I put quarter unit bets on this, which is $25. This one I put 50 on, breaking my own little rule because I love this play so much. I think it's a slam dunk. I hope it cashes for us. You can follow me on Dabble for an easy copy right there. That's my name. And yeah, let's give you guys a money line parlay and let's get out of here and enjoy our Saturday baseball and UFC 314. So I set this, or I haven't set this yet, but I'm about to. I do like the Phillies on the money line today. I think it's a pitching mismatch when you come look at that game. Busch Stadium is not like crazy hitter friendly, but I do like Sanchez a lot today on the mound. He's had a really good track record, almost a 31% K rate against this Cardinals roster. They do struggle with lefties. Their K rate goes up against lefties. And then, literally hasn't had a walk in 13 plate appearances. Very small sample size. Only faced him once, but the .77 batting average, 14 or 13 players that he faced. So it checks out on paper. And then more than on top of that, Miles McCullis, he's his walk rate's pretty low against the Phillies, but the Phillies walk rate's actually been pretty high this year. Wouldn't shock me if he had a couple of them in this spot. And then almost, 274 batting average. But if you look a little closer, some of the key guys at the top of the lineup, like Harper has a really good track record, batting 350. Trey Turner's batting 320. Alec Baum, who's been ice freaking cold. I bet you they try to boost his confidence tomorrow, put him back up in, maybe the 4 hole, the cleanup spot. He's batting 500 lifetime against Miles. And then even Marsh at the bottom of the lineup, he's batting 400. It's a good track record. Kepler, the lefty, he's been batting 5th. They have a lot of guys that have had success against Miles. So not Schwarber so much. He's actually kind of struggled up here, but same with Castellanos. Castellanos has been hot. But I'm going to back the Phillies on the road today. I think this is a good spot to get on board with them. And then the other leg of this, I think the Dodgers are just a good bet at home. Ben Brown here. Now, the Dodgers have been striking out. He'll probably get a couple Ks, but I don't see him going past like 5 innings in this game. And if he stays in 5 innings, I think he gives up 3 or more runs. And Sasaki, well, we haven't really seen him pitch deep into games yet, but he's starting to find his control. This is a guy that came over from Japan. Wouldn't shock me if this is one of his better outings. His control the first 2 games, kind of all over the place. Got a little better the last start. And then, the Cubs do have one of the highest walk rates in Major League Baseball, though, so keep that in mind. I feel good about the home team here. I trust the Dodgers bullpen a lot more than the Cubs. Cubs bullpen's been giving up a lot of freaking runs. In fact, if we come look right here, they're bottom 5 and bottom 6 in earn run average is a bullpen. So even if the Dodgers don't get to Ben Brown, which would be surprising, I think this is just a game where they can flat out just outscore the Cubs. Cubs have cooled off a little bit too. And there's something about these Japs versus Japs, like, Suzuki, he's cooled way off. I don't know. The Japs don't hit the other Japs very well. So it's kind of interesting. But I think this is a pretty good money line parlay. It's plus 150. So I don't know. I might throw like half a unit, 3/4 of a unit on it, something like that. Maybe more. Maybe I'll be more aggressive. And if you wanted to be a little ballsier, I do like the Rays today. I think this is a good spot. I definitely lean the over in that game as well. I think I'd lean the over in this. I'd like it better if it was at 8.5. I think it probably lands right on 9, to be honest with you, somewhere in that range. And then the other team I was kind of considering here, I think the Guardians game is a tough one. I'm not touching the Red Sox with a 10-foot pole right now. They're ice fucking colds. I think this is, if you wanted an underdog, I think, Toronto at plus money here is probably a pretty solid look. Peterson A's, we don't have a starter yet. It's hard to judge on that one. I think this is probably a game that the Yankees do win here. And then this one's also tough right here, but I would probably lean the Twins. This is pretty close. I expected the Twins to be favored a little more there. And then what else do we got here? I'd probably back the Marlins. I think this is a pretty good play. If you wanted to add one more and be a little more aggressive, I'd go one of these Florida teams. And if you really wanted to be aggressive, you could add them both for plus 600. Throw like a quarter unit on or something. Have some fun. I think that's actually a pretty good look. But the top 2 are the ones that I feel the best about, which are Phillies and Dodgers, and then Marlins, Rays. I'll probably have some combination of this, but I'm probably going to put a decent-sized bet down on just these 2. So we'll see. Maybe I will just roll this out as a quarter unit parlay. Probably not be that bad. What would that pay? 25, so like 174. Not bad. Like a unit. and a half in profit. So, all right. So I'll give you a quick movie quote, and then I'm going to bounce up at it. Let me storm something up here. Let me think something good here. Trying to think of a one that's you guys will know, but is not too easy. So, okay. So this one kind of fits like what's going on in the sporting world right now. He's literally like one of the best antagonists ever in a movie. He's like awesome. It's another comedy. This one is in the mid 90s. The guy basically they're so the guy says to him, you know what's driving me crazy? You not putting the ball in the hole. And then the other guy says, take it easy. All right. I'm sure that one, somebody's going to get that one's too easy. Yeah. Let's cash some bets. Peace.